Hello everyone, Anupama here, NLP and yoga coach. So, what is emotional addiction? We have heard about so many different kind of addictions. So, what is emotional addiction? Did you observe some people who have that habit of being sad all the time? कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि उनकी लाइफ में कितना भी अच्छा कुछ चल रहा हो, still they will have that constipated long face. On the other side, कुछ ऐसे लोग भी होते हैं जिनकी लाइफ में कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं चल रहा होता, still they are happy, cheerful and smiling. What is that? That is the behavior pattern of your emotional addiction. Let me give you another example. Do you know some people who are always talking about something that has happened bad with them? Let's say any trauma, कुछ बहुत बुरा हुआ है उनके साथ, let's say 5 years, 5 months, 10 years, 15 years back, and they keep on repeating those stories again and again. That is also a kind of emotional addiction, right? You all might be correlating with it, right? Is it relatable? Yes, that is emotional addiction. How exactly these emotional addictions happen? So when we were child, we have gone through certain kind of experiences in our past that has created a certain kind of emotional pattern within us. For example, let me explain through my own experience. So when I was a child, I saw my parents doing argument for something. And the moment I saw that argument, that time I created my own perceptions, because being a child, we are more into towards our inner world rather than outer world. So that time I created some kind of perception about that situation, and that situation created some kind of meaning within me, and that meaning created some kind of emotions within me. And when I generated that particular kind of emotion that time, I was getting certain kind of benefit out of it. What was that benefit? For example, when my parents are arguing, I'm looking at them. I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling angry within me. However, I have to suppress that anger because I cannot tell my parents not to argue, right? So, then slowly that experience became my addictions, and in my lifetime I experienced so many situations in my life wherein I felt sad and angry. So that was the pattern within me which created different kind of experiences in my life. This is basically emotional addiction, because that particular experience at that particular time became my addiction. My body got addicted of those emotions that time. When I became adult, or when I came to know about all these things in my life, I understood, this is something which has happened with me when I was maybe 4 years old, but now I'm an adult. I have the power to choose my emotions. I can work on those emotions, and then I broke those patterns. Of course, it took some time, but yes, it worked. And that gave me lot of emotional freedom within me. This is the example of your emotional addictions. However, there are so many people who really don't want to look within them, because the moment we grow, जैसे ही हम बड़े होते जाते हैं, we get more connected to our outer world than our inner world. जब हम बच्चे होते हैं, we are more connected to our inner world. The moment we grow up, we are more connected to the outer world that time. So what exactly happens? We get connected to different relations, identities, our degrees, our profession and everything. And we want to fulfill this void between this identity and this emotional level with certain kind of achievements in my life, with certain kind of addictions in my life. Some people go for achievements, some people go for addictions, and both the things we want to fill this gap or just fill this void. That's why we are doing it, right? So For example, some people go for different kind of addictions when they have some emotional issues. It can be smoking, it can be alcohol, it can be video gaming, it can be food addiction, it can be pornography, it can be shopping also. So let's take that example. For example, I have that emotional addiction of not feeling safe, okay, and the moment I do shopping, that makes me feel like I'm accumulating more things and I'm getting my safety back, okay. So initially for few months I'm doing shopping for 25k, and the moment I'm doing that shopping for 25k, my brain is releasing those chemicals, let's say dopamine or norepinephrine, okay. However, after few months, that 25k level will not suffice, will not fill this void of these emotions. I have to raise that shopping level to 50k. The same thing happens with all the addictions. First we smoke 2 cigarettes, then goes to 6, then goes to 12, then don't know. Substance addiction, food addiction, every kind of addictions gets increased with time, because your body gets that resistance power for that particular happy chemical which gets released in your brain. So that is not the solution to work on, for sure. So if you really want to work on your addictions of any sort of, first work on your own emotional addictions. Find out what is your pattern, what kind of emotions most of the time you exhibit. Generally, we human beings exhibit 2 or 3 kind of emotions, okay. Some people feel victim kind of emotions, some people show anger, some people show sadness, some people show kind of revenge, that kind of feeling. Just find out your own pattern and set an intent that you want to leave those patterns, and then work on it, break those patterns. And don't tell the story of your own emotional pattern again and again to people, because the moment you are creating those stories, something happened with me so and so years back, or example, whatever the bad thing has happened with you, you are strengthening your own neural pathways. And the moment you are strengthening your own neural pathways, it is creating more concrete pattern in you. So first thing is that stop telling those stories, the first thing. Second is set an intent for that you want to break these patterns. Commit to yourself and just break these patterns. Many people come to me for leaving their addictions, I just want to get rid of these addictions. I always advise people, never ever work on the outer things. First work on your own emotions first. Okay? Because these emotions, the outer addictions, are just the byproduct of what is happening within you. You have to fix within you first. Then the outer addictions will simply go away. This is my own experience, and also I have experienced the same with so many people. So never focus on the outer things first. First focus on your own emotional addictions. Get rid of your own emotional pattern. Don't allow yourself to go into that down spiral emotions. Always move up in the emotion spiral, okay, up spiral of those emotions. Don't allow yourself. There are so many NLP techniques are there, the processes are there, the presuppositions are there, wherein you can understand more about your own emotional addictions and you can get rid of them. Okay, both kind of addictions, your emotional addictions also, and also your outer addictions. So if you wish to learn more about it, you want to work on your addiction, do connect with us. We would love to guide you. Thank you for watching this video.